Welcome back and thanks for joining. Today we're going to be looking at the radiator and the water pump. Last week when we took it out and full throttled a few times, managed to finish it off. The water pump is it's donezo, onezo, it's out of here. So we're going to pull that today, see how bad it really looks. Go ahead and replace that. Get the cooling system right. That's our main focus for today. We did overheat the engine. It managed to cook the oil that was in there, maybe just burn out a lot of old deposits, so I need to change the oil too. It's going to be our main focus for today, and then after that I'm going to move on to the timing. I've been hearing a lot of people tell me that that's something that's probably my issue. I also did have a couple people tell me that, or one guy tell me and a couple people supported the idea that the carburetor's too large for the engine. Somebody was telling me if I have anything over 500 CFM, it'll smother it out, and I'm running 650 is what came on it. So somebody suggested rejetting it to turn it down. That might be a possibility, but we're going to do the cooling thing first, and then I'm going to check the timing because that's important too, and we're just going to run it down from there, see what we can get figured out. So first thing we want to do is just start taking out the hoses. Then we're going to pull out the radiator, work our way back, just because it'll make more room for us as we do. How's that look? Oh no. Crusty. Some goodies in there. Start. Grab you. Now, for being almost 60 years old, this car is surprisingly easy to take apart. I bought a can of PB Blaster and I've used it more on my 05 Accent than I have on this. So we're going to go ahead and put this part back together. We're heading through the thermostat in it. Just that way we don't have it sitting here open to the world. Fresh gasket. I'll take from the top. Well, those hoses need to come out. That'd probably be a good idea. Those. What's up? Oh no, no they didn't. You want to do that? Thank you. Oops. Like a whole bouquet of oopsie daisies. you go. There's the juice. Yeah, it's a special boy. Yeah, it's a good idea. There's one more down there. So here you can see the radiator we pulled out. It's actually not horrible. I mean, it's just crusty as all can be, but as old as it is, that's to be expected. But I mean, for a purist, this could be restored. There's plenty of shops that specialize in that. But this car has been painted and all sorts of stuff. This isn't something that needs complete originality. So I'm not worried about that. I'd rather just have a new one. Aluminum is better at cooling anyway. So we're going to rock on with that. But I'm going to keep that for whoever decides to buy the car. It'll go with it. That way if they're super into originality or period correct pieces, they can restore it and keep it there. Alright, so the next thing that's going to happen, it's going to hang a little bit below where you can see, is this fan's got to come out. Got to take the blades and shaft off so you can get to all the goodies. I wonder if I was supposed to separate. Oh, shoot. Let's go ahead and take the tension off of that. Let's see if this changes the story. You all gotta come out of here. Let's give it some encouragement. Yeah. Oh, I'm not just bending something. There you go. That seems right. It's just on there good. This is our fella. That's just giving up all the juice. You ain't supposed to do that. that too. I need to run the Napa know-how to get that. Oh yeah, that is on there. That is fused together. Just rip it, baby. Oh boy. Well, that ain't what we need to see, but it makes sense. What size talks to you? Okay. That's all you need. Just let it go. Get out the way. Oof. Made a bigger mess than I saved. That's what we were shooting for, yes sirree. Man, I probably could have saved that coolant if I had dumped it in a used oil pan. There you go, be nice to me. Looks like this thing's on a little swinger, like a tension adjustment, just like the alternator is. So I'm hoping I can loosen those up and just swing this pump out of the way just enough. I'm pretty sure that's how I'm supposed to do this. I read it, and it always sounds simpler on paper. So I might be overcomplicating this, but stands to reason that this thing needs to be out of the way, and this is the way I see to move it. A little more flexible. There it is. That's the culprit. Oh, sludgy. Just gonna go ahead and pick these old gaskets off. They've bonded pretty well. Well, this wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. I'm gonna make sure we get all that old gasket out though. We don't need it preventing us from getting a proper seal. Will you reach? Let it go, let it go. I said let it go. Oh, you don't even need to come all the way off. You just need to scoot back. Let me manipulate this a little bit. Alright, we're going to try you again. And you're gonna cooperate this time. Ah, fudgy beans. Where are you hooking? Oh, there you are. That would cool. What's up? Hey, check this out, man. So, I might be getting rid of the art car, keeping the sound system in it, and trading it for a 1986 Cutlass Supreme with a bad head gasket but a great body.
It doesn't sound too bad.
No, especially when you consider the art car is going to be pretty hard. Like, you got to sell that to a particular type of person, right? So, if I can trade it to a classic that I can work on, restore, especially one like a fucking Cutlass, one that everybody loves.
Do you boot or straight car to car?
Straight car to car.
Okay.
I'm keeping the sound system.
It's a good deal already. I just didn't know if he was going to make it even better.
No, honestly, well, here's the deal. I pitched it to him because he's got a post that's 2 non-running vehicles for trade to 1 running vehicle. Would love to have a 5-speed, is what it says. So, I looked at his profile. Pretty weird looking guy. Not like weird as in, you know, serial killer, but like just a goofball. Like, he got a picture of himself at a party in a pink jacket and like some horse shit. Like, he's just looks like a guy who likes to have fun. So I was like, man, this, yeah, I was like, man, this might be the kind of guy that buys my art car. So I pitched it to him late last night, and I'm like, hey, how you feel about this? It's got brand new brakes, rotors, calipers. It's 5-speed, fucking fresh oil, checks all the boxes. And he hits me back today, and just, yeah, it tells me like he's super interested in it. He likes it a lot. Well, actually, I was messaging him for a little bit, but like, I've got to finish this shit up before it gets dark, so I can take the dogs out. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about making that swap, because here's the thing, dude. He's like 2 hours away, so I definitely have to trailer it back. The other vehicle is like, I think like a 2000 Silverado, but it's got as bad a rocker rust as you can give it, dude. It's like I debate whether it's even worth me making a second round trip to get it. You know what I mean? Haven't even got that information yet. I can just tell by how badly rusted it is and the fact that he's willing to trade 2 non-running vehicles that it's got to be fucking bad.
The reason I ask is because obviously being a fucking General Motors product, you currently are in the same building as a gentleman who is the biggest fucking LS freak of all time. So you're literally run into a situation where it's not that big of a fix, and you just get this truck fucking fixed. And hey, I know a million people in this world almost looking for a fucking $5 grand truck as you.
See, and that's where I got into, like, I was like, well, you know what? Even if I can't do anything with it, it's still a truck.
Right? 100%. You get the motherfucker to a running standard, and it doesn't even have to be a great running standard. There's a lot of guys, especially in Henry County, dude. If you take that thing to fucking Henry County and you drive it around looking for sale stuff, just have it sold by the time you fucking drive from Eminence to Campbellsburg.
Right?
And you'll have to find a ride back to Falmouth.
Yeah. Yeah, you make a good point.
I mean, that's, you and I both know that's the truth. Here's the thing. You don't even have to drive through fucking Eminence. You can drive straight down into Lockport with a fucking sticker on your truck that says $5,000 for sale. Somebody will buy it in a heartbeat.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I gotta iron out all the details, because that's why I'm thinking, like, I don't really even care what's wrong with the truck. As long as it's titled in his name. That's all.
As long as he's not like, oh yeah, man, he's up on it. Like, at that point, yeah, no, don't fuck with the truck. But if it's something simple, like a fucking blown head gasket, or it needs a new torque converter, or some shit like that, dude, you could easily fucking go pick that truck up, take it right down to the shop, take it to Aaron and say, hey man, this thing needs a torque converter. When can we put that together? And Aaron was, you know what I mean? As long as it's not something stupid, you
Right.
turn around and sell that motherfucker 5 G's every day.
That might be the play, because now I'm learning shit. Hell, I might just give it a crack on my own. Because here's the thing, I'm thinking the fucking Oldsmobile. I'm thinking the Cutlass. That is the vehicle that I learned to do a motor swap on, and you want to know why?
This is fucking simple.
Because it's got a bad head gasket, which is a reasonably decent job. Not a huge job, but not a small job either. But it's got the V6 in it, so it's like the lowest option motor you could have put in it. And it's like, do I want to spend all that work getting a V6 Cutlass back to snuff? Or do we just want to go ahead and learn how to pull a fucking motor and put a V8 in it? Put a V8 in a Cutlass. And honestly, I probably don't even need to paint it based off of what I can see of the pictures. That don't really need a paint job, you know. So it looks like it's either missing a hubcap, or at least it's off in one of the pictures. But hell, that ain't nothing but a thing, you know. Either way, I might have found. I think I need to take this deal, just because of I don't want to deal with selling the art car too much. Unless, you know, I had a buyer who's like, yo, I'll give you 3 G's for it right now. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Take it, let's go. But for the most part, that's not going to be an easy car to sell. So having somebody that's excited about it, that really wants it, that I might need to go ahead and take that win while I got it, because you and I both know, when you have that odd car, you see a buyer for it once in a blue moon, and once you've got it in your store, you got to close them down, or you may not see another buyer for that car for a long fucking time.
Correct. It's just like that red Corvette we had that was fucking modded out to hell. And guess what I told Chuck when he was buying it? I was like, dude, here's the thing.
Alright, it's starting to look like we did something today. Had to kind of work backwards there for a minute. I got my belt put together wrong. Let's make these square. Oh, fudgy beans. Alright guys, pretty much all done. I just need to top up the fluids. Just want to show you what it all looks like with a brand new radiator, new water pump, fresh hoses, ready to cool this bad boy down and get it rocking. Thanks for spending some time with us again. We're done for the day. Today we replaced the radiator, the water pump, all the hoses, the connector, the thermostat, all that fun stuff. So all the cooling end of it is handled. So it should be ready to rock and roll. We need to dig into the timing, make sure that's right, because I've been told that could be our sputtering issue. Might also need to rejet the carbs. Those are two things a little bit down the line, or not down the line, just not today. First and foremost though, after I do get the fluids up tomorrow, after I get it running, I'm going to do an oil change. Probably going to skip the video on that because it's just an oil change, but we cooked it pretty good, so it pulled out a lot of those old deposits and blackened our 14-mile-old oil. But piece by piece, this thing's come together and it's shaping up to be something really cool.